Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Chances for heavy rain continue along the boundary further south and east from central Texas all the way up to Michigan, with isolated flooding possible. Tomorrow, that frontal boundary should begin to lift northward across the plains, along with the energy moving in from the west and refocus a greater threat for storms and flash flooding. Areas of North Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas are going to be under a slight risk for excessive rainfall, as organizing storms may drop 2 to 3 inches of rainfall across the region. A marginal threat for excessive rainfall will remain across the upper Midwest and Ohio Valley tomorrow due to the slow movement of the cold front. Closer to home, slight chance of showers and storms in the eastern areas with gusty winds and dry area-wide. Temperatures are going to steadily climb through the week. Highs in the lower deserts climbing above 100 degrees, peaking this weekend. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Range Control with roadblock information for Wednesday, June 4th. Roadblocks are subject to change without notice. Highway 70, Highway 380, Highway 54, Owen Road, Nike Avenue, and War Highway are scheduled to remain open all day.
Well, the feud continues between the Republican Party of Otero County and Alamogordo Mayor Susan Payne. Republican Party Chair and County Commissioner Amy Barella posted a series of photos on Facebook showing events such as the Chamber-sponsored parade, an event in Tularosa, the county fair, and an event in Albuquerque as evidence for why the city of Alamogordo should ignore the city charter and permit partisan voter registration. Mayor Payne posted a response to Facebook, reading in part, "No one ever said there could not be voter registration booths at City of Alamogordo events. They are only saying they must be registered agents with the Secretary of State and be nonpartisan per our charter." Me? I'm just sitting here eating my popcorn. The City of Alamogordo Parks and Recreation Department will hold a town hall meeting to discuss the future management options of Desert Lakes Golf Course. This meeting will include a presentation and provide a chance to address some of the excellent questions and comments received from a recent poll. An open Q&A session will immediately follow that presentation. It's happening tonight from 6 until 8 at the Sergeant Willie Estrada Memorial Civic Center. Questions continue about how and why Otero County was ever on the list of sanctuary counties.
On Thursday, the federal, Department of Homeland Security published a list of alleged sanctuary counties. There was hundreds of them all over the country. Most of New Mexico's counties, including the cities of Santa Fe and Albuquerque, were included on this list. According to a press release from the Department of Homeland Security, these counties were viewed to be in violation of federal immigration policy. The Trump administration has been really trying to increase deportations, cut back on illegal immigration, that kind of thing. Otero County, which is a very conservative county, very Trump-supporting county, along with Lincoln and Eddy County, frankly, were on the list, which was a bit of a surprise. 12th District Judicial District Attorney Ryan Suggs on Friday put out a statement basically saying that they will follow the federal guidelines, they will follow the Trump administration, and he encourages all other public officials to do so, to not be, harboring suspected undocumented people trying to follow the Trump administration, which makes sense in a Republican area. But I'm still kind of puzzling as to what exactly this list was based on, what exactly all the consequences of being on the list. I think it is since online, it has been removed from their website. So what does that mean? Does that mean this list is no longer valid? So still a lot of questions.
Adrian Hedden speaking with KRMG. The Alamogordo Public Schools Student Nutrition Program presents the Summer Food Program. The meals are free and available now through July 30th. Free summer meals for kids aged 1 to 18. Breakfast served 8 until 9. Lunch from 11 until 1. Visit the Alamogordo Public Schools Facebook page for a list of sites. Tularosa Schools presents the Summer Food Rocks program. Free summer meals for all children aged 18 and under, now through August 1st, Monday through Friday, 11 until 12:30. You can pick those meals up at the Tularosa Elementary School or the Tularosa High School. The 4-year-old through 5th grade Discovery Camp will be happening from June 23rd through 27th from 8 until 12. Breakfast and lunch is provided. Kids will have an unforgettable adventure where art, history, and STEM all collide. They'll be able to study about the pyramids of ancient Egypt and the castles of the Dark Ages and the wild world of the Jurassic, as well as the high-tech future. And being New Mexico, it wouldn't be right unless they also studied the untamed Wild West. Hands-on projects, creative challenges, a whole lot more. Best of all, this is free and transportation is available. AlamogordoSchools.org has the information. The programs will be hosted at Sunset Hills Elementary. Good news for White Sands National Park. Visitation for the month of May, 69,126. That's an 11% increase from last year. Year-to-date is still down, 311,688. That's down 7% from last year. Keep in mind that there's all kinds of events happening at White Sands. Check their website for details. Water restrictions are in full effect. We heard from Tularosa Mayor Debbie Cooksey.
Even numbers, water Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Odd numbers, water Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. No watering on Mondays.
The city of Alamogordo has a nearly identical watering plan in place as well. As a reminder, the city of Alamogordo has a firework restriction in place due to high fire danger and extreme drought conditions. So aerial and loud ground fireworks are prohibited, while ground and handheld sparklers and fountains are permitted. Restrictions apply from June 1st through July 31st. If you have any questions, please contact the fire department, 575-439-4298. Greg Gutierrez spoke with me yesterday about a new program coming to the area.
I started a new group called Ground Zero's Sunflower Project. This all started when I was having a conversation with my really good friend, Dawn Morocco, who is a sound healer here in Tularosa on Granado Street. And we were talking about how hemp can clean the soil of heavy metals. Then I did some research and I found out that sunflowers can also do it, and they even do it a step better. They will clean out radioactive isotopes as well. The goal is to plant sunflowers all over Otero County and then eventually all over the state of New Mexico, because sunflowers are not just beautiful and a symbol of peace, but they also have a superpower that helps to absorb heavy metals and radioactive isotopes from the soil. And that gets stored in the plant, the stems and the roots and the leaves. The benefit is that it takes all of that out of the soil.
If you have any questions, call or text 480-489-1111. News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
From basic to advanced computer repairs, it's GalacticGeeksPCRepair.com. Local business owned and operated by Greg Gutierrez, available for on-site work from 9 to 6 daily. Installations, upgrades, even virus repair. For information, email Greg at GalacticGeeksPCRepair.com. Google IT support, professionally certified.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Former John Adams Middle School teacher in Albuquerque, Patrick Core, pled not guilty in court yesterday after being accused of having sexual relationships with multiple students. A criminal complaint spoke about Core's behavior on a field trip. It accuses him of lying on 2 female students' laps after being told to sit down on the bus. Teachers described the moment as extremely uncomfortable, and as a result of that, APS placed Core on administrative leave. While cleaning out his classroom, officials found letters from students calling him sexual names. Core is accused of allowing a couple of teenage students to spend the night at his house and even provided them alcohol. One of the students even said in an interview that while she was drunk, she and Core had sex. Core brought her a Plan B pill and made her take it in front of him. Another student said she had to have an abortion after being with Core. A Clovis occupational therapist is facing decades behind bars for sexually abusing children in his care. Jared Cordham pled guilty late last month to criminal sexual contact, child pornography, and voyeurism charges after he had children, mostly pre-adolescent boys, remove their clothes and then touch them. Cordham claimed it was part of their treatment. He faces 20 to 30 years in prison and will have to register as a sex offender. 35-year-old Mario Valdez of Espanola is in federal prison after being found with narcotics, explosives, and ghost guns. The charges come after a traffic stop due to expired vehicle registration. That happened in August of 2023. Officers found 2 loaded ghost guns along with some fentanyl, a crack cocaine, and a stolen firearm. Valdez was released after serving 1 day behind bars, but he was arrested again a month later for shoplifting and an outstanding warrant. He obviously didn't learn his lesson because law enforcement also found him with Xanax, fentanyl, and crack cocaine. He was later heard on recorded jail calls discussing sticks of dynamite at his home, along with other firearms. A search warrant was executed on his home days after those calls were made. 6 sticks of dynamite were seized, along with a shotgun and an AR-style rifle. Law enforcement destroyed the dynamite due to its hazardous condition. Valdez will spend 13 years in federal prison. Las Cruces police say a 14-year-old boy died Monday night at around 9 p.m. after shots were fired. The teen was pronounced dead on scene. His name has not been released, pending notification of next of kin. No arrests have yet been made. Investigators believe the shooting happened following a road rage incident. A high school baseball player has been accused of peeing in an opposing team's water jug, but he's no longer facing criminal charges. That's according to the district attorney, who says what the player did is technically not a crime. Chief Deputy District Attorney Jessica Martinez, with the 13th Judicial DA's office, spoke with KRQE.
In New Mexico, battery consists of the unlawful touching of another person in a rude and insolent manner. So in this case, we don't have any touching of another person.
It happened back in March when the Rio Rancho High School junior varsity baseball team took on La Cueva. According to an email from the La Cueva principal to parents at the time, a 16-year-old Rio Rancho JV player admitted to peeing in a water jug used by the La Cueva baseball team. Some students drank from the contaminated jug. That player was initially facing 15 battery charges. However, the Sandoval County District Attorney's Office says the battery charges don't apply in this case. As a matter of fact, they say no criminal statute applies.
New Mexico doesn't have a statute that makes it criminal for someone to mess with someone else's food or pee in a water bottle. While the act is gross and not right, maybe it's not morally right, it's not a crime in New Mexico.
The DA's office says their hands are tied in this case. The New Mexico Department of Health confirmed a measles case in San Juan County. They say it's a child under the age of 4 who had 1 dose of the vaccine when the child contracted the virus on a domestic flight. Now, even though the child got the virus outside the county, people may still have been exposed if you were at the San Juan Regional Medical Center emergency room on May 26th or May 27th. Exposure may have occurred at the medical center's Health Partners pediatric clinics last week as well. The New Mexico Department of Health also confirmed another case in Lee County. This brings the total cases to 81 in the Land of Enchantment. The University of New Mexico Sandoval Regional Medical Center is running a new behavioral response team for Sandoval County, where specially trained responders will drive out to callers who need help. Dr. Chris Morris, Clinical Director for Behavioral Health at UNM Sandoval Regional, spoke with KRQE.
A pair of trained helpers to come in response to anybody who may need assistance with a behavioral health crisis or emergency. That could include a situation involving problems with substances.
UNM has been running this service out of the Sandoval Regional Medical Center since April. Their team of 5 is tasked with responding to calls in the Rio Rancho area from people who have dialed 988. Following the call, the responders can help link callers to other continuing medical services. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, winds gusting up to 22 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting up to 21. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting up to 18. Your high today in the basin, 89. Low tonight of 63. High tomorrow, 92 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting up to 26 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting up to 26. Sunny tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting up to 23. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 68. Low tonight of 48. High tomorrow, 71 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org. And you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.